Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speedrun Ragnarok RPG Valkyries. This is day. What day are we on? What year is it? We are on day 5 of the event, and I am so pumped to be with you for another hosting shift. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be delightful, and you are cute, chat. And there's no arguing with me because I am the host and I know best. All right. Well, just want to update you on a couple of incentives before we jump in. We have an anti-chamber run later in the day for an any percent showcase. We have $250 as our target for that, and we are only at 15, and that is going to be this evening. So we've got a little time, but we don't want to delay on that one too much. We also have a random seed run for virtual highlight, and that's at $50 of 325. So we're making some progress. But chat, these are ones we are gonna want to meet by tonight so that we can see those extra runs. Okay, it is time, everyone, to jump into our next game, Ultima 3 Exodus. This is part of the famed Ultima series of RPGs that were legendary for a long time. So you are getting to see a real treat right now from OrganMike. Mike, I think we're ready for you. Are you
Oh,
ready to go?
is anyone ever ready for me? Um,
Who can say?
yeah, I am sure ready to go. I need to take care of one important piece of business, important to me, in that I like to do a land acknowledgement, which is that where I stand and where I live, work, and play is Treaty 1 territory, the traditional homeland of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene and Sioux peoples, and the heart of the Red River Métis Nation. And I wish to acknowledge with respect and reverence the care and the care and respect which these peoples had for the land before we arrived, and which they continue to demonstrate to these days. So, uh, well, you need your anaglyph glasses. I have chat open, Prof. Ness. I can see you. No, this game is not in anaglyph 3D. It's not in 3D at all. It's just Ultima 3 Exodus. Another important piece of business, press space as it tells me to. We are going to organize a party. One of the best things to do on a Thursday morning, organize a party. We have no one registered. I need to register 4 characters. And I believe there were some naming incentives for these characters. So in entry number 1, what name have we got?
All right. So the Ultima 3 name that got oh wait, hang on. We have a lot of bid wars open for this. I
Yeah, there
am
are
going to
4 names and genders.
the yes, for names and genders. So the character one name is Motherload with $10.
Motherlode. Oh,
That is correct.
I I can get as far as 9 letters.
Okay, Motherlod.
Motherlode it is. And we have a gender.
Do we have a gender?
Just because I don't doesn't mean the characters.
Right. Character one gender is female, $70 to 0. So we had a strong
Oh
female
yeah,
contingent.
yeah. So this is going to be a fuzzy wizard with 5 strength, 15 dexterity, 25 intelligence, and 5 wisdom. We need character number 2.
Character number two's name is Alf with $10.
All caps?
Um, let's see. No, actually, not in all
Not
caps.
in all
Believe it or
caps.
not, we're going for a regular Alf today.
All right, and a gender for the character?
Alf is female.
Female. Also a fuzzy wizard. 5, 15, 25, and 5.
Alf is a fuzzy wizard.
Mm-hmm. Character number 3.
Some of these names are really wild. I'm loving reading these. Name character 3 is Monty Hall, and there's no space in between. So Monty is Monte,
Te.
and then Hall is Hall.
Hall. Okay. And a gender.
And yes, I'm flipping between.
Yeah.
Okay, character 3 genders. Female.
Yeah. So just to demonstrate why I'm asking, we do have the choice of male, female, and other. So it's a game from 1983 that had that particular progressivism in it that actually has not continued through the series. Um, so this character, the race doesn't matter. We've got 5 choices: human, bobbit, elf, dwarf, and fuzzy. And I just like the idea of a group of 4 Ewoks running around saving the world. So this is a druid. 5 strength, 5 dexterity, 20 intelligence, and 20 wisdom. And then our final character.
Final character is Hobbs with $130,
I'm
named after the super cool Calvin and Hobbes
ah
character,
Hobbs.
or the English philosopher. Take your pick.
The tiger's better.
Actually, I think the tiger was named after the
I
philosopher.
believe so.
So,
Yeah.
yep. And then the gender of Hobbs is going to be female. So we
Oh.
have an all-woman team,
Yep.
some of whom may very well be trans icons today.
Fantastic. All right, so let's just take a look at the party and make sure I've done it correctly. I should see in the, you can't see what I'm pointing at the screen. So of those 4 characters before the names, the first F is the character gender. The second is the character race, and they're all fuzzies for F. Then the 2 wizards and 2 druids, and the G is good condition. There's 4 conditions: good, poisoned, dead, and ashes. We will be seeing some dead. We will not be seeing any ashes. And hopefully we will not be seeing poison, but sometimes. All right, so I need to form the party, because you can have up to 20 characters in the register, but only 4 in the party. Return to the main menu, or if you want to examine the register, it puts little asterisks by their names to show you that they're in the party. And then we will journey onward, and the game will begin. So, timer at the ready. I will explain more of what's going on in-game. We will hear a little bit of noise from the game until I get into the first dungeon, and once I'm there, I will turn the sound off. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to walk across Cesaria. That's the continent we're on. And go into this. That's the lava surrounding it. This is the Dungeon of Fire. And now we're going to do our gold grind. So we're going to go 10 steps into here, Strange Wind, 2 south, and then east 4. And then we're going to cast the Apar Unem spell, which opens treasure chests. There are treasure chests here, we just can't see them because it's dark. We're going to hand from 1 to 4, armor cloth, because we don't need that. And from 2 to 4, armor cloth. And from 3 to 4, armor cloth. Didn't need to do that one. All right. We get our spell points back just by standing around and doing nothing. And we're going to do this several times. So spells are arranged by letter from A through P. And they cost, well, they're basically 16 levels of spells. They cost 5 times their level, from 0 to 15. And sometimes it doesn't work. So this is one of the big RNG things, is does my actual spell go off? Druids can use both wizard and cleric spells. That's why it has to ask me what type of spell they want to use. Wizards can only use wizard spells. You also notice that the druids have about half as much magic points as the wizards, as a maximum. So the way the game determines, there's a mace for 4. Sorry, I gotta write these down when I get them. The way the game determines spell points is based on one of your 2 stats, intelligence or wisdom. Dagger, I don't need to worry about that. If you're using wizard spells, it takes your intelligence. If you're using cleric spells, it takes your wisdom. If you are a full wizard or a full cleric, it takes the full value. So my wizards have 25 intelligence. They have 25 magic points. If, on the other hand, you are a mixed class, which means, like the druids, it takes half of whichever one it's taking from. For the druids, it takes whichever one is better. So these druids both have 20 in both stats, so it takes 10, which would be half of 20, most of the time anyway. Druids also have the special ability of recovering 2 magic points per tick, rather than 1. which is why we use druids.
Hey, Mike, is now a good time for a couple of donations.
Absolutely. I'm just gold grinding right now.
Wonderful. Well, we have a few. So we have $5 from Natara, who says Ultima. We also have $5 from Natara, who says more Ultima. And we also have $10, excuse me, from Trainer Anade, who says stay cute, chat. And let's raise money for an amazing cause. Thank you, everyone. And that puts us at $4,355.
Are we casting Magic of the Darkness over and over? Yeah, more or less. Just to be sure, actually, I think I've got everything. I had a little fight there. That's fine. Once I cleared them out, they left another treasure chest for me, which was nice of them. I got a chain for Hobbs. I used to spend time handing all the... Oh. Oops. I didn't wait till my spells came back. To get into a fight here, and I don't want to. There we go. I used to take all the equipment I found and hand it off to one person to sell later. But that takes time. It's actually much faster to just write down who has what and then sell it individually. But it's important, too, because that chain armor is worth several hundred gold. I said cast, thank you. So, basically, I'm looking for, well, money. Hello? Open that chest, thank you. I could just open the chests normally without using the spell, and that will always work, but it will sometimes trip a trap. And don't want to do that. That's bad. Want to avoid, blowing everyone up as much as possible. I tend to try and avoid explosions. It's just good practice, I think. Also, having to run back to a healer is not fast. So if you're quick, you notice when I exit the dungeon by using the up spell, the Sir Akron, this one here, there are two numbers at the top of the screen. Right now where it says level 1, when I go back out to the main world, you'll see two numbers. Saw a mace there for Hobbs. We got 3 maces for Hobbs. Hobbs is collecting maces. So those two numbers represent the phases of the moon. When those two numbers are at 0 and 0, i.e. 2 new moons, the Town of Dawn will appear in its spot. I want to be there when that happens. Now, the moons advance every step I take on the overworld, so every time I actually enter this dungeon, it advances the moons by 1. So I know when I have to leave in order to get to Dawn. Leather for Hobbs. Hobbs is collecting the equipment today. But the long and short of it is, I need 6,000 gold for raising one of our spellcasters' intelligence to 85. I need a bunch more gold to raise... There's another mace for Hobbs. I need a bunch more gold to raise the other caster's intelligence to a point where they can cast a big all-attack spell. I need some money for keys. I need some money for gems to look around places. Gems give me an overview of the area. What else do I need? I need money for... Oh yeah, I'm going to have a dead person. So I need money to resurrect them. So one of the things that happens with this game, one of the reasons you're not seeing me stop to do things like, oh, that was a particularly good gold grind, I think I should save now, is because the game auto-saves whenever you change maps. So whenever I enter or leave this dungeon, the game auto-saves. Which is great. But we're going to use that for a lovely little glitch later. Monty Hall pulls up a chain. That's good. So the game can only autosave on the outside map. It can't save within a dungeon or within a town. Which means that if you can force the game to save, you'll still wake up when you load on the overworld. Yes, darling, my daughter is here. What's up? Can you play?
Yeah, upstairs.
Upstairs? Oh, yes, of course you can.
Okay.
I was wondering if you wanted to play with me here.
I just wanted to.
Okay, that's fine. You do. But just stay upstairs, sweetie. Yeah, I have running to do. That's right. So there, while I was having that discussion with my daughter, I also got a fight with 8 zombies, and I didn't want to fight them. So I just reloaded. It does actually cost me 1 grind. Because that would be 1 turn moving in and out of the dungeon. Yeah, my daughter is homesick from school at the moment. She's 5, and it's actually the first day she's ever missed of school. Which is why I don't have my proper setup and why I'm at home and not at the church, making loud booming noises. Instead, my microphone is set on my spice rack, and I'm standing in my kitchen. Oh, thank you for all the best wishes. We should be getting quite close here. Let's join the gold too. We should have... Okay, yeah, we're good. We're past the 6,000 mark. I don't have to worry about joining the gold at this point. Spicy Mike, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad someone else said it and wasn't me. So this gold grind sitting here, we always have to do a gold grind, but I used to do ones that were much harder, that involved complex maps and movement in the darkness and dangerous levels of the dungeon. On the first level of the dungeon, you're only going to find orcs and skeletons, so they're not that dangerous. Oh, not here, that's not good. Where am I? This is what the dungeon looks like when it's not blacked out. We got lost temporarily, that's fine. Anyway, yeah, I used to do a much more dangerous gold grind or a couple more dangerous ones. And then this one was just sort of sitting right in front of me the whole time. This was one of those bits of speed tech that when you figure it out, it doesn't feel good. It feels like this was standing in front of you the whole time, and you kind of feel a little dumb for not having found it earlier. Another mace for Hobbs. We're going to be selling a lot of maces. Come on. 4, 6. Ultimately, what I want is about between the money I'm gathering and the things I'm going to be selling is about 10,000 gold. About 12,000 gold, actually. Ooh, an axe for Monty Hall. Some actual equipment. Good. Or 6. At 5-0, I have to leave. But this is also assuming, yeah, it is dark. An axe for Monty Hall and a mace for Hobbs. What a surprise. A mace for Hobbs and an axe for Monty Hall. This is where a co-op would be fun because I could have someone else take these notes. The strange wind would blow at any light I used. Come on. Come on. So it's also totally safe to stand on these treasure boxes. The game will not initiate a fight if you're standing on any feature of the dungeon, whether it's a treasure box, a fountain, a ladder to another floor. So long as you're standing on... Yeah, I gotta go. As long as you're standing on something that's not... Oops, I think I went too far over. There it is. It just appeared. All right, it's not dark. We're in the overworld. This is the town of Dawn. It only appears at 0-0. Because it's a bit like Brigadoon, I guess, for the musical theater kids in the crowd. We're going to not list it. We're going to sell the chain. And that's all Monty Hall has. No, we're going to sell a chain and a leather and all the cloth that we got. Good. We don't need weapons or armor. We will be getting good stuff. No, we'll sell 2 axes and a sword. And any daggers picked up. No, sell an axe and a bunch of maces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and any daggers we're holding on to. Fantastic. All right, now Hobbs is going to purchase keys totaling 8. Yes. Powders totaling 8. Yes. Gems 6. No. I'm going to come over here. This is the stables. The horse is important, so we're going to unlock the back door of the stables. We're going to talk to the merchant in order to validate the run. It says, eat death, scum. So in order to get the merchants to follow you around generally, they actually program them to be attack mode. But it also means that you can't go behind the counter. And now I need to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Has anyone ever hooked up a text-driven RPG to Twitch chat directly? That would be interesting. So the advantage of the horse is that I get 2 moves for every 1 move the NPCs take. This is going to be extremely important in the final dungeon. So we are going to be cheating our way into getting a horse in there. All right. And that's pretty much that for this part. Now we need to kill Lord British, as the incentive was met. So we're going to enter into here. We're going to hand off Alf's food to Motherlode. Unlike in the previous games, Alf is going to lead the party. Unlike in the previous games, we don't die the instant food hits 0. Twitch plays Ultima with crowd control. Dear Lord, no. Okay, so we're going to go behind here. So there's a reason I'm starving Alf. It will be explained. This guard is going to follow us. He's set to pursue, but not to engage. And that's fine. What I need to do, if I'm going to kill Lord British, and I am, I need to board the frigate. We're going to steal. Watch out. That's what I was looking for. It says, watch out. Now the guards are hostile. And Lord British counts as a hostile guard. And you can see, even on a frigate, I move 2 steps to every one they do. But I can't move against the wind, and I can't move if there's no wind. But the frigate has cannons. Yes, I know you're starving. Okay, now, I just need to manipulate things so that Lord British comes out here. I think that's the right spot. There's the guard, anyway, so another guard has got out. There's a jester. There's another guard, okay. More guards. Lord British! Mr. Garriott! Got an appointment. I also have extra powders if I need them. Powders are used to negate time. So anything that's not... we'll just kill the jester for fun. Okay, I don't know where Lord British has gone. Or why he's not showing up. Let's go down here. Okay, you know what? This is taking too much time. I will just continue with the run. I will come back and get him later. So, here's a fight with guards. So, the game autosaves when we enter. So I need to close this. So the game autosaved when we came into the castle. It also autosaves when a character dies. So now it autosaves our state whether we're on a boat or not. So now I have a boat. This saves waiting around for... I've literally done this before. Waited around for half an hour for a pirate to show up. It's not viable. I have never completed a glitchless run, and I don't ever intend to. It's just way too chancy. Anyway, we healed the body. Get out of my way. Thank you. We're going to hand back some of that food. And we'll buy some food on the way out. And I'll go get Lord British later, don't worry. Healers 3. Hobbs, we need a resurrection. Yeah, I'm paying. Alf, you're back on your feet. There we go. So yeah, the game autosaves when we enter or leave a town. The game also autosaves when a character dies. And the game can't save when we're inside a town. Oh, don't have 600 gold for Hobbs? Oh, that's not good. Please tell me I've got... Oh, I have enough gold to join. Ooh, not even 10,000 gold. That's tight. It's okay. I can go back and grind some more if I have to. This game is generally unkind to me in marathons for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, one of the things we have to do is use this other command to dig. It allows us to do anything at all. So we dig. And that's where you find the exotics, in this case, the exotic weapons. There's exotic weapons, there's exotic armor as well. We need these. Without the exotics, you can't actually land a blow in the final castle. It's like you can't hit. And if you don't have the exotic armor, your enemies can't miss. So, yeah, you kind of want these.
Mike, is now a good time for a quick message.
For sure.
Perfect. Well, first of all, I sympathize with the marathon luck. That has happened to me before in more than one marathon.
That's all right.
And second, people, we have a run of Control coming up in just a couple of hours. We have a bid war open to choose the main character's costume. Janitor's assistant is in the lead with $5, and the other 4 options are at 0. You can choose from the golden suit, the asynchronous suit, the urban response suit, and the expedition gear costume.
Okay.
So if you just want the main character to look asynchronous, whatever that means, then definitely get those donations in. Control is a pretty cool game from what I understand. I've never heard of before or seen it before, and so I am looking forward to this one just as much as you are.
Okay, I'm going to jump back in because I just did a whole bunch of stuff. I thought it would take longer to find the whirlpool, but it didn't. So we had to dive our ship into a whirlpool and land in this lost continent of Ambrosia. And I have to find here 4 shrines and search them for 4 cards with strange marks on them. They're punch cards. We'll need them later. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to catch you up on what's been going on here. Also, I'm running into a wall. Good for me. Sorry about that. Let's hear more about Control. Or whatever else is
No
coming up. Yeah.
worries. Nope, that was the incentive.
Oh,
Control's
cool.
going to be awesome. So definitely get those donations in for that. And we also have a couple of Gardic phone incentives. So currently we're scheduled for 1 game of Gardic phone, but if you would like to see a second game or a um, third game, then those naming incentives are up right now. Definitely get those donations in, and I'm pretty excited about that one. All right, back to you, Mike.
All right.
That is all for me.
So I had to fight some pirates to get their ship here on Ambrosia. I need to get 2 ships. This one's the first one, because it's the only way to get over here and behind this door and do what is very important, that is enter the Shrine of Intelligence and offer 60 gold. We're going to join gold to 1. We've got, what, 39? Okay, yep. Enter 139. That should be enough. And we need everyone to search it, because we get a card with strange marks. Okay. Now you'll watch as Mother Laud and Alf get more magic points than they ever had before. The only requirement for casting a spell is that you have enough magic points. And we need one of our spellcasters to have 85. And the other one preferably to have more than 50. Not strictly necessary, but the 85 is. Poor druids are going to be neglected. But we need to go here and search these. And we got one more shrine to search. We're getting actually good at navigating these forests. Those 3 big green dots are supposed to be trees in a forest, so you can't see through them, but you can walk past them. You see, Lord British figured out, Richard Garriott, the programmer, figured out how how to implement visibility in this game, and he really wanted to use it. So he created forests that you could walk through but not see through. This is the tricky one where I often get shot by a pirate. Oh, good, only one there. That's fantastic. I'm just going to throw magic missiles at him until he stops moving. There we go. This is our second ship. We come out here. Search, search, search. Yeah, search without a C doesn't actually do anything. There we go. So each of these shrines could raise one of the 4 stats that we started with in the game. Strength, intelligence, wisdom, and dexterity. The only ones that actually apply to us are intelligence and dexterity. Wisdom would apply if I were going to raise the stats of my druids some. Okay, we're back in the main world. Stop with the wind. The wind is RNG and it moves in real time. So it's one of the more irritating features of the game. We're going to go in here. This is a dungeon. We're going to cast Dor Akron. We're going to get attacked by giants, apparently. Which is so cool. We're going to continue to cast Dor Akron, which takes us down a floor every time we do it. We're going to peer at a gem to see where we landed. Obviously, we're in the opposite corner of the map from where I need to be. It's 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay? 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Down, should be able to climb up there. Yep. And there's a red hot wall. Elf will touch the red hot wall. Boom. 50 damage, plus now Elf has the mark of the snake. Mark of snake. And now we just wait for Motherlode to get her points back. And she's going to cast Foul Divi, which is spell J. It costs 40 magic points, or 45 magic points. It allows her to cast any cleric's ball she still has the magic points for. In this case, spell I, Sequitu, which takes me back to the surface. And uses up all her magic points, which is why we needed so many. 85. We'll heal Alf while we're waiting. And hope not to see that... We're going to stop here. No, we're not. We can't. I don't have any money. I was going to say, we're gonna purchase some more keys. I do need to buy 2 more keys to kill Lord British. Okay, this is the Mines of Marinia. So we're going to descend all the way down to floor 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Hello, trolls. Speaking of trolls, hello, Charlotte. What's up? Do we have any apples? My dear, we're going to have to wait till after I finish the run. Then I can get you some apples.
Okay. You come upstairs. I'll come down. That's the door. Why do I have my pictures on?
Everybody touch the hot wall. All right, now I need to sit here and get my points back. Hey, you heading back upstairs, sweetie?
Yeah.
Okay. She's so polite. Of course I'll get her an apple later. I honestly have, like, the greatest daughter on earth. I am a musician, as you might have surmised by my name, and my partner is a filmmaker, and without our daughter being so wonderful, we simply would not have the ability to do what we do. So we have 100 good, we've got enough money. The only reason we stopped in here was to get more keys, because I need 2 keys to kill Lord British. That's it. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Keys, 2. I'm sorry, who does not have the fund? Keys, 2. There we go. No. I joined it to the wrong person. That's fine. NPCs just sort of move randomly around. Don't you wish you were a jester? No, but I wish you weren't. Anyway, moving along the way. We'll go out here. We'll come down here. Stop with the winds. Thank you. We'll go to visit one more dungeon. It's down here. And this one we are again going to descend here at gem. Wow, did I land in a bad spot? Can I get out of this? I want to go to the center. I'm in the top middle part there, and there are traps all around there. It's a bad time. Do I have another gem? Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to get out of here like this. We're going to cast Sir Akron to go up. We're going to cast Dor Akron to go back down. There we go. Forward 1, 1, 3, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Everybody touch the hot wall. Step out into the secret door. 1, 2, 3. And I'm standing on a ladder, so I don't have to worry about getting attacked. And we'll heal up. Oops. Stop that. There we go. We'll heal Motherlode. And... all right, now we just need to wait for Motherlode to get points back. Valdivi Sequitu, and we're out. And now we go over to where Exodus lives, over here, behind the Silver Serpent. The character with the mark of the snake has to yell Evocare. We exit, we quit and save, we close the game, we reopen the game. We go organize the party, we disperse the party. So now we have 4 characters who are not in the party, we reform the party. This puts the party back at Lord British's castle. Now we're going to kill the old guy. Here we go. Got my horse. Don't know why I got my horse. It's not actually useful. It's okay. We're not going to save while we're in here. We need the horse for... we're going to do a little safety grind. All right. I'm going to unlock the... there. We're going to kill a jester. And of course...
Hey, Mike,
hello.
is now a good time for another donation, or should we wait for a moment?
Now is a fine time.
Excellent. Well, this is a big one. We just got $200 from Cloudy Shoe.
Oh my
It
goodness.
says, if you add or multiply all of the Ultima games played so far in this marathon, you get Ultima 6. Really makes you think. Good luck getting your punch cards properly sorted. Virtual highlight with a non-random seed just will not do.
Oh my, yes. Can't have that. Okay, here comes Lord British. There he is, angry with his scepter, coming at me. The horse makes this a little easier because I move twice as fast as he does. He's always going to move in a direct straight line right towards me. You might have noticed that he gets to move on diagonals. I don't. But here's the frigate. Lord British is destroyed. There we go. Incentive met. Now, we're not going to save this. We're going to close it out. We're going to reopen. Journey onward. Now we've got our horse. We're going to enter. We're going to volume off. We're going to do a little safety grind. I don't normally do this when I'm doing runs, but I want to make sure we can get through this. So what we're going to do is attack the guards. We're going to cast spell O, which is called Nicorp. Nicorp reduces all targets on the field to 1 hit point. Doesn't matter what they started at, doesn't matter what their resistance is, anything like that, and it cannot miss. We will be making extensive use of it to kill these guards. Oh, hello, orcs. Ripond is a spell that kills orcs. That's all it does. Here we go. Gonna attack the guards. Oh. And just shoot them down with magic missiles, which also can't miss. Each one is worth 15 experience, which is among the best experience givers in the game. Dragons also give 15. A group of creatures called devils, balrons, and orcus give 20, but they're also really hard to kill. So this is way easier because guards don't shoot at me. You can see Alf is already level 2. As is Monty Hall. But that level doesn't actually mean anything until I go talk to Lord British and claim it. It's just a number. If you want to see why it is I run with the sound off, too, here's what it sounds like with the sound on. And every time it processes a sound, the real kicker is the spells. I'll show you what that sounds like when I use a spell. Attack the guard. We get this little trumpet fanfare when we start a fight. And then we get this. Right, so volume off. We're all at level 2. How close am I to level 3? You know what? We'll call it at level 2. Normally I go in at level 1 and just book it. But we'll call it for level 2. All it does is give me an extra 100 hit points. And if you don't have enough experience for a level, he says, experience more. Go out and do better. So I'm just going to heal up as I go. If I had more money, I'd go over to the healer and spend a bit of it. Yeah. He has a habit of not staying dead. Okay, now I need a Moongate. Yeah, basically, since this game runs on my spellcasting, it would be extremely slow if I didn't turn the sound off. Can I get to the gate before it closes? Yes, I can. So that's a moon gate. It will take me from one place on this on the continent to another. I want 3-2. There we are. Everyone's at full health. I want 4-5 because 5 is right on here. This ship now acts as a bridge, and we go into Castle Fire. Castle Fire has random explosions, so I might end up having to restart. It's a run-ending part of the game. So we will pause here. 1-2 steps. There's a dragon shooting at me. Cool. If I didn't have the horse here, I would have to fight both these dragons. But I can get past them. There's also a Balron who's hiding down that side path there, right there. I would have to fight him as well. Instead, we just have to fight these dragons, who call themselves griffins, and just use the same strategy as I did for dealing with the guards. So one of the things... please stop shooting me. Thank you. So the random explosions are really meant to stop this from happening, me sitting here and recovering my magic points. But I'm going to do it anyway. And every so often, I'm just going to get blown up. It's just sort of a consequence of having to do this. So I'm going to try and keep my hit points as high as I can. Oops, wrong spell. And the reason I'm using the board command, which fails, because I'm already riding a horse, see I just got blown up there randomly, instead of the pass command on the spacebar, is because the pass command buffers. So, you know, I can get hit with something and then, like, still be buffered 10 more passes and get hit with something else, and all of a sudden I'm dead. Anyway, the serious problem I'm trying to avoid here is a character getting killed, which would then save, which would be bad, right? Because then I would have a dead character and it would save. And that's why it's a run ender. Which is why I ground everyone up an extra 100 hit points. Because the explosions couldn't possibly hit me that much, right? Right? Okay, here we go. We've got enough we've got enough magic points. Oh yeah, wyverns and griffins. These are dragons, but they sometimes use different names. And there we go. That's all the dragons. We're through the dragons. Now we just have the floors. The infamous floors. Okay, we're healthy enough. Let's take the first floor fight. 1 down, 2, 3. 4 and 5. So here's where we abuse a bit of the AI scripting. When an enemy attacks, it will always attack the character highest on the list that it can hit. So it will attack character 1 first, and then character 2, then character 3, and so on. So we put characters 1 and 2 to the outside. Why am I casting the wrong spell? We put characters 1 and 2 to the outside, and then I have a better... I did it again. Have a better idea of what the actual floor is attacking. Okay, here we go. Next fight. Oops, moving the wrong way. It's okay, it's not critical. Still got points. Back up. Still got points. Fire them off. We got hit points to burn. Okay. So there's something on player 2. Probably right in front of player 4. There we go. Yeah, player 1 has someone. No, okay, it's in front of player 3. Okay. There we are. Okay, that's 2 down. Gonna try and heal up some characters. And we're almost at the end. Those 4 white blocks with lines, that's Exodus. That's what we have to deal with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should get a fight there. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to recover my points. Cool. All right. Alf, you got one more in you? Yes, good. There's 8 floors in each of these fights. One of the things I need to eventually look at is how they move so that I can study how properly to avoid them. There's one more pack of floors to deal with. I want to wait till I have full magic points. And then we're going to do this. Other one, insert. Other one, insert. We need to insert the card of love. And then we get attacked by the floor. Cool. Cool, cool. We're almost at the end. When I insert the 4th card, it will be time. But we still have to kill this last group of floors. We're basically out of magic points. Floors aren't bad. They have only about 50 hit points, so they're not actually that difficult to kill. They hit pretty hard. I mean, it's a brick, right? Yeah. All right, we're in the clear. Art of Love, Saul. Art. If you insert the wrong card, by the way, it just does this. Watch Mother loads hit points. Boom, dead. This is Card of Moons. And, all right. And time. There we go.
GG.
Thank you very much. What is Exodus? Exodus is some sort of cross between a demon and a computer. So basically, it's Windows 11. Right. So that's Ultima Exodus, and we managed to kill Lord British, and didn't have any serious issues coming up. Interesting thing, you look at my hit points or my levels. Alf gained enough to go to level 4 from killing all those dragons. Hobbs went up to level 3. Valkyrie cheer from Cloudy Shoe, thank you. And Cloudy's going to be running Ultima 6 later, I believe, in this marathon. Well worth a watch. Very different game. I play the old ones. Cloudy plays a bit of a newer one. So, I mean, they're all old. The Ultima 9 came out in like 99 or something. So, and that was the last one in the mainstream series. But they're fantastic games. If you'd like to learn them, I'm always around. I love to teach them. I would love to have more people playing them. I am currently the only person on the leaderboard for the PC Ultima 3, so I'd be happy to have some company. Um, that's about it. I also just put it under 30 minutes with basically this route without the grind and without killing Lord British, of course. So that's the game. Um, and yeah, that's the end of for me for the marathon. So I've been enjoying it so far. I hope y'all are, and hopefully we'll see some more fun games coming up. Now I'm gonna go get my daughter an apple.
Go get your daughter an apple. You legend. Thank you so much, Mike, for that super, super fun run. And
Well,
thanks everyone else. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
oh, I was gonna say thank you for having me.
Of
I
course.
love to
Of
show
course.
these off. So
Yeah, this was really, really fun. I'm glad that we got that Hellborn incarnate of evil out of So Sorry, because that thing was starting to be a real drag. Onward to Ultima 6, in this case, we got 4 and 6 mixed up, but we're pretty happy for Ultima 6 coming up by Cloudy Shoe, and thank you again for that donation, Cloudy Shoe. All right, well, what do we have coming up next? We've got Hades with Sergeant Mug, who is a friend of mine and super talented at whatever they do. She is an incredible, incredible person, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with Hades. But before we go there, we're going to take a quick break, real quick. And when we come back, we will be doing Hades with Sergeant Mug. Hold tight, everyone. We'll be right back.